Hello Libras, welcome to Timsy's Naked Tarot. Don't worry, Timsy is not naked, the tarot reads are naked, by which I mean I strip out as much astrology as I can. I do that by using this plain deck here to bring in the star sign or type of star sign of the person we are doing the read about. Okay, it is a general read. It may or may not resonate with you. If it does resonate with you, that is fantastic. If it don't resonate with you, don't worry too much. Not every read can resonate with you. If this one doesn't, then maybe my next one will. Okay, so the Queen of Diamonds has come out. That is a Taurus, so we are dealing with a Taurus. We are also dealing with the Nine of Cups, which came out in the All Signs overview I done on the 12th, I believe it was. No, it was the 17th, only 5 days out. It was the full moon. No, it was the new moon anyway. And so the Nine of Cups is all about being emotionally fulfilled, being sort of like nearly where you want your relationship to be. That relationship could be with anyone. It doesn't necessarily have to be a lover. It could be a friend. It could be a family member. It could be a work colleague. Doesn't really matter. A relationship is a relationship. Okay, going with our Nine of Cups is a Three of Swords. Okay, and a Five of Cups. So perhaps our Nine of Cups isn't actually being emotionally fulfilled. It's the wish of being emotionally fulfilled. Currently, there is pain and loss. Perhaps you've just recently gone through a breakup. Perhaps you're thinking about going through a breakup. Okay. All right. The way we'll do the energies is the top right hand corner. No, top left hand corner will be the energies of the Nine of Cups. We'll clarify that in a little bit more detail. Underneath that is how the Taurus feels about you. Underneath that will be what the universe is hoping for an overall outcome for you. From the bottom of the deck, we'll get an overall energy for the read, which is the Knight of Pentacles. Okay, things are progressing, but not as fast as you may want. The Knight of Pentacles is someone who plans their way through everything. So they're not very spontaneous. They don't just act on impulse. They plan everything, which makes them quite slow, but it also makes them very reliable. The ultimate goal will probably happen. Okay, it's got a good chance of happening, but just not on the timeline you want it to. Unless, of course, you're the one in the Knight of Pentacles, then it's going to happen exactly when you want it to. It's just going to be a bit slow for someone else. Okay, so this Nine of Cups is about a Two of Cups. Yeah, it's a coming together of energies. It's quite often seen as a soulmate card, and that's kind of what I'm feeling of it. This could be someone you're wishing and hoping to be your soulmate, the one you think is your soulmate. Okay, we're just gonna say, for argument's sake, it's Taurus. Okay, Taurus's energy to you, okay, is the Star. Okay, they see you as their hopes and their dreams. I'm interested to see where this Three of Swords fits in and this Five of Cups, because currently at the moment everything seems quite cushy. Okay, so yeah, they see you as their hopes and dreams, or the answer to their prayers. Perhaps you are the whole package. You've got the looks, but looks aren't really that important, because what I find attractive someone else might not. So you've got the looks for this Taurus. The Taurus thinks you look fine. Okay, you've got the attitude, you've got the loving caringness, you've got everything they want in a relationship, everything they want in a person. But there's something, and the outcome. The Ace of Swords, that was a nice new start. It's a clarifying new start. It's starting from honesty. Okay, so, okay, let's get some clarifiers out on this Two of Cups to start with. Let's see a little bit more about this Nine of Cups from the overview. The Hermit. The Chariot. Are we going? The Nine of Cups. And the Ten of Wands. Okay. So, okay, the Hermit, the Chariot, the Nine of Cups, and the Ten of Wands. So, you've met someone, you've met the Taurus, Taurus has met you. You're both feeling very similar, okay? They're a full-on star, you're minor arcana of the star. But you've gone through a bit of a hermit stage. You've met the person, the Two of Cups, you've met the person, are coming together with energies, and then you started to assess. You went into this Knight of Pentacles. Is this person the right person for me? Is Taurus all they've cracked up to be? What's the hidden motive? Where are the secrets? This, that, and the other. It is very possible Taurus was just totally and utterly open with you. But you've been looking, okay? You are determined to get a victory. You are determined to get your ultimate emotional happiness. But there's something burdening you. I think the Ten of Wands at the end is all your past relationships. All the other times you thought this could be the person for the rest of my life and they didn't turn out to be. Okay, I'm just going to point this one out to you. Everything has an ending. Everything has a beginning, everything has a middle, and everything has an ending. Okay, sometimes the beginning, the middle, and the ending can all happen on the same day. Sometimes it takes a lifetime. Quite literally, you are born, you live your life, and then you die. Now, even if this is your soulmate, your twin flame, your forever person, there will be an ending. Okay, so thinking about all the other endings is a bit of a pointless exercise. Yeah, unless this is someone you've been with before, and then it's like you're thinking about the ending, how it happened last time, that can cause you a bit of burdens. If you're putting every other ending on, if this is someone you've never met, or it's the first time you've met them, and you're thinking about, how it finished with Bob, and how it finished with Jill, and how it finished with Jeffrey, and how it finished with Juliet, they're all different, okay? And even if you stay together forever with this person, well, eventually one of you is going to die, and that's the ending, okay? So the ten of Wands does indicate a new beginning from somewhere, though. It's an end of a cycle, yeah? Perhaps you're coming round to this. It is going up. It's 9, 10. It's suggesting the next card, what comes out is an ace, okay? And so the new beginning is showing itself, and it could be this ace down here. But it's you're thinking too much of the past, okay? And that's what's causing these burdens. Okay, yeah, the Emperor. Crossing this, you are taking a little bit too much control on this instead of just letting it develop naturally and see where it goes. Be spontaneous. No, you're planning, you're thinking, you're expanding, you've got the whole relationship already planned out, and you've only met this person once. Okay, you know how many kids there's going to be, you know when you're going to get married, but it's you're planning. Plans never go right. Yeah, That's why they're plans. Okay? It's what you plan to do. It's not what you're going to do. Things happen. You can't take into account. There's a reason I say this is the outcome the universe is hoping for. It's because, well, the universe is a powerful thing. Everything, it knows everything. Okay? It knows nearly everything. It knows 99.9% of everything. The 0.01% it don't know is called free will. Yeah, the plans of what the other people are going to do, what the other people think. Unfortunately, I don't know anyone who can read people's minds. Okay, but read people's body language and actions and things, but you can't actually read their mind. You could sit there and you could watch a car day after day after day, and it drives past your house and then turns left, drives past your house and then turns left. And one day you'll sit there and go, oh no, it's just driven past my house, it's now going to turn, and it turns right. Just because you can't predict what other people are going to do. That's why it's planning. And you're planning all this out, and well, yeah, you may be Taurus's wish, but they might be shit scared. They might be suffering from heartbreak and loss from their last relationship, and might just like never meet you again. I don't think that is the case though, because we got the Eight of Pentacles and we got the Sun. Okay, we got you, and I know it's you because it came up here in your bit. Okay, and the Ten of Pentacles. Okay, so again, it's indicating a new beginning. It's indicating an end as well. And so we've got the Eight of Pentacles, we've got the Sun, we've got the Emperor, and we have got the Ten of Pentacles. As I said, you are everything they've wished for. Yeah, you're not perfect. They know this. Okay, unlike you, they're not sitting there planning everything out, because they know you're not perfect. They know that this is going to need working on. They know that there's going to be some rough edges somewhere what needs to be taken off. There's going to be some little habits you have which is going to annoy them. Perhaps you, I don't know, leave empty toilet roll tubes and don't replace them. Perhaps you have this habit of not turning lights off when you leave rooms. Obviously, not when you leave a room and there's still people in there, but they know that there's going to be these little things, these little quirks, which they're going to just have to deal with, live with, put up with. Barring that work they have to do, they are happy, they are secure, they are warmth. You fill them with warmth. They feel that you are like the sun to them. Okay, we know it's you, the Emperor. They see and feel that you do take control of issues and the matter, and you do want to expand all the time. With the Ten of Pentacles, they're happy with that. That's part of their dream come true. They like the idea of someone just taking control instead of it being left to them all the time. It's part of their happy ever after, their sort of perfect dream life. Crossing all this though is a truth that they are not acting upon. As I said, they might meet you the once and you might be the perfect person for them, and then they might never meet you again. You don't know what they're thinking. You don't know what they've gone through. Okay, and all I'm doing is pulling the energies off them, the frequencies they give out. Okay, when they think about you and all that, it gives out certain frequencies. Everything has a frequency. Our eyes have developed to see a few of those frequencies. Our ears have developed to hear a few of those frequencies. The rest of those frequencies we rely on our sixth sense for. Okay. So yeah, they know you're not perfect, but you are pretty much as perfect as going to get as far as they are concerned. But there is a truth they're not working, they're not acting on. There's, I don't know, maybe something they should be telling you and they haven't. Perhaps it's you're too good to be true. Okay, and they're stalling on that action because of that. It's like, where's the catch? Where's the catch? Libra, too good to be true. Where's the catch? Okay, so the Ace of, there's two cards. You've got two cards. They wanted to both come out at the same time. They won't separate from each other. Right, so the Ace of Swords, the outcome, the truthful new beginning. Oh yeah, it represents an end and a beginning as well. It's a 10. After 10s, normally come aces or new starts of some description. Well, here we are. This is the Ace for both of you. This is once you release the burdens and start afresh. And well, the 10 of Pentacles is kind of like a good new beginning anyway. But someone's going to come out with a truth. Possibly a truth about how they feel about love. Perhaps they feel like they don't believe in true love. I kind of knew this was going to happen. I didn't. Subconsciously I did. The universe has been telling me I need to make more room at the bottom, because if you watch any of my other videos, I don't do this. Yeah, I will have that in the middle of that and that in the middle of that, but I'd already pushed them all the way up because I was getting sort of like guided to by the universe, because it's like, you're going to need some more room at the bottom there, Simon. So we got the Lovers, we got the 8 of Swords. This truth is about this coupling. The truth is about you two actually being destined to be together. It's a major arcana. It's a card of destiny. There's a major arcana come out in everywhere so far. We've got one there, one there, one there, one there, one there. That's nearly a major arcana. We've got one here now. Okay, so it's normally the universe's choice. Okay, the universe wants you two to be together for some reason. I don't know. Perhaps a grandchild is going to be the cure for cancer, or something like that. But for the universe's plans, it would be great if you two could, I don't know, get along. The 8 of Swords there, though, is saying that there is some thinking. There's a one track kind of like thinking. Like back up here when I was talking about this burden, and perhaps you're worried about all the other endings you've had with all the other people and how this might end in any one of those ways. It's this sort of negative one track mind, one track thinking. Okay, and that's what's going on with this. It might not be yours, it might be theirs, but there's this like trapped in within one's own thinking. There's also, it's kind of like not being able to see the forest for the trees, not being able to sort of I don't know, I can't think of any other little sayings like that. I'm normally good with things like that. Imagine you're standing like 3 inches away from a brick wall. All you can see is brick wall. Yeah, as if that was your perspective on life, there is just nothing but a brick wall. But if you take like a few steps back, so you're then 3 foot away from the brick wall, well, you can see that brick wall is only actually a side of a house, and there's a door in it, and there's windows in it, and there's like a passage down the side into the back garden and things. Yeah, it's your perspective. You're trapped in that 3 inches away from the wall. I can't see anywhere to go. Okay, I can't see anywhere to go with this new love which is being offered to me, although I really dearly love to move towards it. Okay, and the Queen of Pentacles, which it's not ironic. There's no such thing as irony and coincidence in tarot, but the Queen of Pentacles would be the Queen of Diamonds. Okay, if you were using a playing deck to do tarot with, the Queen of Diamonds would be your Queen of Pentacles. But anyway, yeah. So this new truth, this truthful beginning, is about love. It's about movement. There could be perhaps you're in a relationship and this is the truth about moving in with each other. Okay. Oh, you're not going to like it. I leave the toilet seat up. Oh, well, that's fine. I leave empty toilet rolls everywhere. Yeah. Oh, I never turn the lights off. Oh, that's fine, because I have a tendency of falling asleep with the telly on. Yeah. So on and so on. There's these all the truth about moving in together or going on holiday, or it's some sort of movement. If you're not actually together, it's about coming together, moving together. If you already live together, it's about some other sort of movement on from there, the next step in the developments. Okay, so perhaps it's an engagement, perhaps it's actually the marriage, perhaps it's talking about children. I'm not going to, there's nothing really, don't panic. There's nothing really in this read to suggest children. I'm just using it as an example. Wherever you are at the moment, it's talking about moving on to the next stage, this 8 of Cups. So if you just met them, it's the next day. Yeah. If you're well established with this person, it's some new level. Okay. With the Queen of Pentacles is our Taurus, but it is also, in this particular case, someone who's loving, nurturing, probably the only sort of card what does indicate a form of children, perhaps, because it's a maternal card. But you don't need to have children to be maternal. You can be maternal to anyone. It's just a caring, loving card. It's also saying you're moving to a stage of comfortability, if that's such a word. You're getting to a point, either in this relationship or you personally, where you're happy with your situation as it is. If this develops into something beautiful, fantastic. If I end up single by the end of it all, I'm just glad I met the person. Okay, I'm quite happy in my singlehood. I'm financially okay. I could do with more money. We could always do with more money, but I earn enough. I make enough to live comfortably. Yeah, without want. Crossing all this is the Hanged Man. Okay. Well, this is walking back away from the wall. Okay, I said right at the beginning here, if you're standing 3 inches in front of that wall, all you're going to see is a brick wall. If you walk back to 3 foot away from the wall, you see the rest of the wall. You see the windows in it, you see the door, you see the passageway. Yeah, it's your perspective. If you go into the nitty-gritty of everything, if you get that close to it, if you're scrutinizing that wall from 3 inches away, this ain't going to work. If you take those steps back and look at it from 3 foot away, yeah, it's not perfect, but it's very fucking good. Okay, so let's see what the universe want to tell us. I'm not sure what is there anything what really stands out? Actually, yeah, I might tell us a little bit more about this 8 of Swords universe. Okay, tell my Librans a little bit about this 8 of Swords. Oh God, my arm's hurting still. Okay, it's making me shuffle. We'll have that one. Have I not already said about this up here? Yeah, that 8 of, and I think I actually talked about that 8 of Swords to that. Now, this 8 of Swords is about your painful endings in the past, or possibly theirs, but I'm going to say it's yours, but it's your read after all. So it's about the pain, it's about the suffering. And it's about the pain and suffering you feel you always get, okay? When the truth comes out about your hopes and your dreams. Can you kind of see a repeating pattern here? Yeah, Ace of Swords. the Star, not quite the Chariot, that's downgraded a little bit. Okay, and the Ten of Cups. Okay, so I'm going to say this Eight of Swords, yeah, which we said we have, it has to change because of the Hanged Man. Okay. It's kind of telling us, because I said this was about like scrutinizing something under a microscope, being really, really close to it and not being able to see the big picture as a whole, because you're so focused on one little bit. Okay, this is what generally causes the breakup for you. Okay, you being so particular on a certain thing, scrutinizing it down to its atoms or however it may be, yeah, which is the truth. This is how it is. Okay, this is harping back to this Knight of Pentacles. They plan their way through everything. It's why that takes them so long. But you can't plan for other people's actions. You can't plan for other people's thinking. You can put in contingencies just in case they do this, just in case they do that. But you don't know what they're going to do. And this is it. You wish and you hope and you dream for a certain situation, a certain type of person, a certain type of relationship. Yeah. And you hope and dream that you'll be victorious about it. And this is the truth of the matter. You hope and dream that this time it will be everything you've always wanted emotionally. Okay. But then you've got that Three of Swords. Every other time I've hoped and dreamed for this, it's ended up in pain and sorrow. Now, when that first came out, I started talking about the fact that everything has an ending. Everything has a date it finishes on. Nothing lasts forever. Our planet will eventually get eaten by our sun. Our sun will eventually explode. Obviously, I'm talking about billions of years down the line there. But it's part of a cycle. The cycle comes to an end. It normally rolls straight into a new beginning. Yeah. If our sun explodes, possibly it turns into a black hole. It's the new beginning and it starts sucking everything in. It hoovers everything out of our solar system, and then it starts hoovering up more stellar stuff from the galaxy around it. But everything ends. Everything has a beginning. Everything has a date. It's preordained. Okay? We just don't know when that will be. Hell, yeah, this could all end tomorrow. Okay? Taurus might wake up and go, yeah, this ain't working. Yeah? Taurus has its own Three of Swords it runs around with. Taurus has its own 10 of Wands it runs around with. Yeah? Taurus has learned to deal with them. Taurus has learned to go, well, yeah, this time it might be different. I'm not going to let it bother me, because this Libra is not the same as the Cancerian I was with last time, or the Leo I was with last time, or the Capricorn I was with last time. This time it's a Libran. This time it's you, and it might be different. You, on the other hand, you can't seem to get over the fact that every other time it's come to an end. This is the truth. This is the truth of it. Yeah, this is what it's saying. It's your pain and suffering is what makes you scrutinize it. You're actually kind of looking for something to cause it to end. Okay, you're looking for its own downfall. And here we go again with this Queen of Swords. And it's literally crossing in the same place it was crossing last time. Or nearly, it was up there, I think. Okay, what's it? What was it down here? And knowing the truth but not acting upon it. But anyway, this time it's cold, it's callous, it's emotionless. You're not looking at it, the situation. When you're standing 3 inches away from the brick wall, Yeah, you're not looking at it with love. You're looking at it from a clinical point of view. What needs to be cut out? What can stay? Yeah. I had this whole thing set up for my next girlfriend I get, which I haven't got. Okay, which was about a gold nugget. You're walking around, you're digging around, and you find a gold nugget, and you rub the gold nugget, you rub the dirt off the gold nugget. In that action of rubbing that gold nugget, you make it shiny. Yeah, it shines a little bit, and you think, oh, it looks so pretty, it looks so beautiful. That's when you first meet someone. Oh, they look so pretty, they look so beautiful, they look perfect to me. You keep hold of that nugget. Now, sometimes you might sell the nugget on, sometimes you might lose it. Okay, that's life. But most of the time, you will keep hold of that little gold nugget, and then you want to do more with it. You start to heat it up, you start to make it pliable, you start to work it into a ring. Well, it's still beautiful, and in your eyes, it's more beautiful than it was, because it's now no longer just a nugget, it's a ring. Yeah. Now, that's basically when you're in a relationship and you're on a nice level, smoothing off the rough edges. On a nasty level, trying to completely and utterly change them to become the person you want them to be, not necessarily the person they are. And that's what this Queen of Swords is all about. You're scrutinizing, or you scrutinize relationships to the point of literally trying to change someone to fit into the little bits which aren't quite right. Yeah, it's a bit like when you're looking at that brick wall from 3 inches away, you see that there's a hole in a little bit of the mortar, and then instead of finding just a little bit of concrete to repair that up with, or maybe even just some, I don't know, rapid fix stuff from a local supermarket just to block the hole up with. No, you're trying to ram a whole brick in there, and that's what ruins it. You're trying to change things too much. You're being cold, you're being clinical. There's stuff you try to cut out of relationships which you don't like. Instead of dealing with it and just working around it, or accepting it for what it is and say, well, okay, that's the 0.1% of the imperfectness what everyone has. No, you want the 100%. Everyone wants the 100%. No one ever gets it. Anyway, that's my little rant over. Hopefully, Libra, this resonated with you. If it did, fantastic. If it didn't, don't worry too much. As I said at the beginning, not every read can resonate with you. If this one didn't, go and check out any of my other ones. Now, I'm sure there's something I say at the end which I should really say at the beginning, but I've forgotten what that is again, so never mind. Thank you for subscribing to my channel if you have subscribed already or about to. Thank you for liking this video if you have liked it. Thank you for commenting. I do like reading the comments. I do get back to them as quick as I can, which makes me think I might have one I have to get back to. And I hope you all have a wonderful week, and I'll catch you all next time.